of you who are in the Rich Black Woman Society, y'all know how it goes. Make sure you are prepared to take notes. Now, if you are new to me, if you don't know me very well, hey now, my name is Felicia Kelly, and tonight we are talking all about 3 non-negotiables for rich Black women. Tonight, I'll be sharing 3 key areas of your life that I can guarantee are keeping you awake at night. Now, once a rich Black woman fixes these 3 issues, she unlocks abundance at a new level. The problem is Black women negotiate too much, but we don't negotiate in the right places. So I'm going to give you 3 non-negotiables tonight. And please note, be sure you don't miss anything and text the word rich to 833-364-1069. Nobody has time for the patty cake, the sugar coat, and the world has gotten too serious for y'all to be played with. The world has gotten too serious for me to be played with. So when I log in, when I come on here, when I start speaking to y'all, I'm always going to give you what's real. I'm never going to come up here and fluff you. I'm never going to come up here and act like I'm somebody that I'm not to impress a number of people who are going to clap for me until they don't feel like clapping for me anymore. And so one of the things you'll find with me is that I might hurt your feelings. I might step on your toes. I might uproot everything that you ever been taught by your pastor or your mama with no money or your coworkers or all the people you're trying to impress at work when you code switch because you talk like this at work, but you talk like this at the house. Yes, that's what I'm coming for today. I'm coming for the Black woman who still doesn't know who she is, but she know how to get a bag off every table. I'm coming for every Black woman who is tired of playing the games and still getting the short end of the stick. I'm coming for the person who tired of not pass and go on Monopoly. Like every time you play Monopoly is no pass and go for you. And so if you're tired of living that lifestyle, if you're tired of working 80 hours a week, you're tired of looking at it and saying, man, I'm making the money, but man, I'm starting to hate what I do. Man, I'm starting to get frustrated. You know what? This office is not worth it. This relationship is not worth it. This job isn't worth it. This salary isn't worth it. This 6-figure client is not worth it. This contract is not worth it. The rich Black woman does not have to change her standard based on the dollar amount. That's what I'm trying to help y'all understand. This is why some of the people you're watching online cannot go through what you make it through. You're asking yourself, now, I thought I would be past this level of life where I'm going through something like this. Why is it that I'm going through something like this while I'm seeing other people thriving? And it is because most people would die in your shoes, sis. You're like, why does it feel like I'm starting over though? It is because when you get to a certain level of provision, God pushes you into another level of purpose. Some of you think that your purpose is your business when your business is provision. And I'm going to give y'all the non-negotiables, but I just want to let y'all know who y'all hearing from because I'm a real fan of knowing who's talking to you. I'm a real fan of knowing who's in the room. I'm a real fan of knowing whose advice you're taking because most people's advice you should not be. And a lot of us have the habit, and I say us because I've been guilty of this. A lot of us have the habit of making it to a certain level and believing that you can only take advice from people at certain levels. And then you miss gems that God got for you in spaces that you think you're too good for. Now, 3 non-negotiables. Now, first, let's be clear. What is a non-negotiable in this sense of the word? A non-negotiable is a cute way of saying, this is my standard and I'm not about to let y'all play with me. Black women, when you hear that and you say, cocky, huh? Yes. Here's why I say yes, because whatever you think I am, in your perspective, that's what I am. And I'm not going to spend any time trying to change it. It's a rich Black woman principle. A rich Black woman principle is to let you think about me whatever you think because I don't care enough to try to change it. So now, the other thing you need to know about me is that if I ever need to stand and present in front of a room, I am very good at proper English. I know how to use my INGs. I know how to use complete sentences. I know how to do all the things that are grammatically correct. I will not change my tone for you. And I'm probably not going to use those INGs tonight. No matter what words I use, my message is going to be the same. And this is that. God has given you the power to create wealth. That alone makes abundance your divine birthright. Let me give out these 3 non-negotiables. Number 1, time. Setting a standard of not allowing your time to be wasted requires you to set a standard of being on time. They pay your invoices late because you late. They don't respect your time because you don't. They not going to pull up when they say it because you not. They saying they down the street and they ain't left the house yet because you do. I know you thought this was going to be about everybody else, but this is about you, sis. Number 2 is energy. You think because you have a team that you don't burn through energy all day unnecessarily. You burn through unnecessary energy all day. Here's why. You traded time that you spend working minimum 80-hour weeks. Cause y'all bosses now, y'all at brunch. That's real cool. I see y'all with y'all brooches on, y'all rich black woman brooches, y'all be at brunch. That's cute. But y'all traded the working 80 hours a week to going to brunches you don't want to go to with people you don't like so you can stay important. Oops. You traded working 80 hours a week to spend the rest of the time you now take off fixing problems for your friends and family when they're going to turn around and make the same mess anyway. Oh, yeah, you still work 80 hours a week, sis. You just do it on something else because you still ain't free. You still ain't got time for your husband. You still ain't been nowhere with your kids. You still ain't put your feet up and flip through Netflix and God knows because the internet says you can't watch TV. But baby, let me tell you something. Tonight, I'm going to have that television on and I don't care what your favorites say. Because guess what I'm going to be doing while I'm watching TV? Snuggled up under my man who wants to be there, who I ain't got to beg to come home at night, who I don't have to tell nothing about what I need because chances are he on the way with it before I ask for it. And for those of you asking me in my viral video why I listen to my husband, that's why. And for those of you who traded working 60, 70, 80 hours a week to build that multi-6 and 7-figure business for working your butt off for free to prove yourself to people who don't love you, all you got is a bag. And you wondering why money ain't answering all things for you. It is because you don't have no things to answer. If money is all you got, that's all you have. And here's the other thing. Number 3. Number 1 was time. Number 2 was energy. Number 3 was money. You spend it on everybody but yourself. I will never understand clients I work with. We walk into a designer store and y'all freeze. And here's what's crazy. Y'all got bags at home. But it amazes me how many of you tell me you can't walk in there because you don't feel like you belong. And I'm blown away. Because you're still waiting on somebody to tell you what you deserve. You're still waiting on somebody to tell you who you are. You're still waiting on somebody to say, yes, Black girl, you can. And can I even tell y'all that a lot of y'all are still waiting on approval from white people and they're not going to give it to us. I have white allies who support what I do, who support what I say, who support the empowerment of Black women. But I don't need their permission. And they are aware of that. And they're not going to be offended by it. Why? Because Felicia is going to stand in her truth every day of the week. And that kind of freedom, money cannot buy. This is why I can walk into any place and I don't ever have to sound different than how I sound. And yes, sometimes I'm going to sound a little more Texas. Yes, sometimes I'm going to sound a little more Louisiana. Yes, sometimes I'm going to sound a little more North Carolina. But I'm always sound like feet. I don't have to change who I am. I don't have to change my morals. I don't have to change my values for any chick or for anybody. And I can lay my head down at night and my clients can lay their head down at night and be like, yeah, I am a rich Black woman. I am. I walk fully in purpose every day. I wake up in the morning and I'm pleased with who I am. God is pleased with me. I have a bomb family. We come and go as we please. We don't have to answer to nobody. That's freedom. Somebody threaten you, say, well, I'll do this if you don't. You say, okay. Not being bound to anybody or their thoughts or their belief system. A lot of you don't have a clue what you want. The only thing you want is to impress the person that don't even like you at the family reunion. This is why some of y'all are in jobs that God told y'all to leave. Because if you leave that good job, you can't stunt on Curtis at the reunion no more. Because you know they don't really like you. You can't figure out who you are, what you called to. And the only thing you got is that good job. The only thing you got is that 6-figure business. The only thing you got is a couple of Gucci bags that you couldn't walk in the store to buy because you don't feel like you fit in. I've seen this happen so many times. And so when you ask me, hey, why you be fussing? Why you be? This is why. Because I'm so tired of Black women settling. We start businesses faster than anybody else. Once we get the idea and we realize, oh, you wasting your money, you wasting your smarts, you really do need to charge 5 figures or more for your expertise. Y'all got that. But guess what? All you do is move your bondage. You just put your handcuffs in a different spot. Some of y'all think y'all free because y'all charge 5 figures now, when you could have bought a class from me 2 years ago to teach you to do that. You're not free because you're charging 5 figures. You're not free because you got clients. You're not free because you took a flight in first class. Baby, I started flying first class in 2016. I wasn't even 30. Oh, come on, let's go there. Working hard to pay for things to impress folks you don't like. Why do you think they make the children wear school uniforms? To try to teach them not to do the very same thing they see their mama doing. This is why your kids are addicted to the internet. This is why your kids won't get off Instagram, because you won't get off. Mama, they see you all day. See, y'all to maybe go here. They see you all day, sit on the internet and compare yourself to women who don't even have do the things that they tell you that they do, and you wonder why your daughters are wanting to get on Instagram. You wonder why your sons want to get on TikTok. You wonder why they want to scroll all day, and it's because they see you do it. You wonder why they compare themselves and why you feel like they can never really step out on their own in their new level of leadership, and it is because they see you do it. When I'm working with women who are knocking on 40 years old, and they're sitting there proving to me that they don't have a clue who they are, I can expect the same thing from the children. And so when you look at my daughter and you step over her in the airport and she says, "Excuse you," I'm not going to correct her. I'm not going to correct her, because you wouldn't have stepped on her mother like that. You wouldn't have bumped her mother out of the way. You only did that because it was a child. And people taught you that it was okay to disrespect children. And so now you're a disrespected child in an adult body who can't command your space. And that's who's running your company. That's who's running your department. That's who's running your marriage. That's who's running your friendships. Is you as a child. When it comes to redesigning your life and redesigning your lifestyle, I have started over so many times, y'all. I'm telling y'all, it is okay to drop what you're doing and start over. I've done it so many times, and I'm just now turning 35 this year. So do not ever believe that you can't start over, because if you don't like something, stop doing it. This is why I wrote Cancel Your Clients. This is why Cancel Your Clients exist, because some of you need to cancel the way that you have been doing things. When we talk about cancel your clients, we are not talking about saying, "Oh, I don't want to work with you anymore. Bye. I don't care." No, when we talk about cancel your clients, it is about the fact that what you used to do is not the best way to serve anymore. And you have now elevated, and it is time to become a resource to the people that used to have access to you. When I left corporate, I worked for one of the top warranty companies in the world, and I had to cancel my clients, not because I didn't love them, but because I was called to something else. When I walked away from money coaching in 2017, 2018, I had to cancel my clients. Why? Because now I was transitioning to full-time business coaching instead of just taking business as consulting. And so then I had to cancel my clients. And I said, "Okay, Fee, God is pulling you out of coaching. Oh, so you just don't have coaching programs anymore. For real, God? Maybe I heard you wrong. Let me go ahead and put another coaching program out there anyway. You know, my stuff always sell out in 36 hours. Crickets for 30 days. Why? Because it was time to cancel those clients, because I don't do that anymore. And so this book teaches you how to bow out gracefully. This book teaches you how to say, sorry, I don't do that no more. This book teaches you how to say, you know what? I'm gonna start charging y'all 5 figures. I know my price was $39.97 last week. Baby, it's $12.05 now. This is the book for that. And so we're gonna continue the conversation in the society. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, and I'll see y'all soon.